Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Can NASCAR race 12 months a year? Can the NASCAR team support 12 months of racing? As we know, the Sports Business Journal, Adams, who actually shared this initially. So we saw on Twitter, Adam Stern actually tagged a race team alliance is deepening its relationship with Wasserman to have agency look into the possible of holding RTA exhibition races. A big development is that just NASCAR's best teams are exploring organizing their own events in the off season. So what the Sports Business Journal article says, Race Team Alliance, which is alliance a lot of the big teams in NASCAR, are exploring exhibition races. The Race Team Alliance is deepening its relationship with Wasserman to have sports marketing agency look into the possibility of holding exhibition races, the potential stunning development that suggests that NASCAR's biggest teams could organize their own events in the off-season. Wasserman Managing Director of U.S., Will Pleasance, confirmed to Sports Business Journal on Tuesday that the agency has been hired to explore exhibition race opportunities both domestically and internationally via request for information proposal. Very exploratory. The RTA is a coalition of NASCAR teams who come together to meet and address issues, opportunities in the sport. Every team that owns one of the sport's 36 charters are now RTA members, so all 36 charter teams. Wasserman already working with the RTA to help the coalition understand its media value heading into NASCAR's upcoming rights cycle, for which formal negotiations will start in early 23. I believe it goes through 24 currently. The exhibition exploration is a new increment additional to the deal from Wasserman. The teams are interested in this because they are struggling to turn a profit and are looking to find any possibility of new revenue streams, sources said. The events will likely occur in the off-season and apparently would not involve NASCAR. There's a lot to take in right there. Now, the rest of this actually gets some good information here. NASCAR teams have certain rules they have to abide by as part of the charter agreement with the sanctioning body, and those include not starting competing in a racing series. The agreement runs through 24, so the current charters, the way it's set up, runs through at the end of 24. However, it appears that the teams feel they have legal standing to do some form of exhibition racing as long as they compete in non-NASCAR race cars and branded apparel. So basically, they cannot run the next-gen car. So any of the 36 charters organizations would have to basically build their own car. It could be the old Gen 6 car, Gen 5 car, or some new version of like an SRX type car. If the RTA found an interested suitor, the exhibition race could start as early as 2023 off-season, one of the people said. Neither the RTA nor NASCAR would comment. While the exact implications of the RTA exploiting this via Wasserman are unclear, it does come amid a steaming dispute between NASCAR and its teams over a proposed share of revenue to go to teams under the new media rights deal that would start in 25. It also comes amid the vesting dispute between PGA Tour and Live Golf, a situation that has been closely watched across sports after Live stated its breakaway property and heat pressure on the PGA Tour to make systematic changes to its business as players sought out money. Yeah, that's a lot to take in there. Basically what this is saying is the big teams in NASCAR want to start their own exhibition off-season type of deal to kind of have a different revenue stream coming in. Now, what that can mean for NASCAR going forward. Now, hang on one second. We're going to look at the charter teams here. Hold on. Now, there's 36 charters, but Hendrick has 4. So 1, 2. There's only 16 organizations that hold those charters. So 16 organizations hold 36 charters. I don't like the idea, and here's why. NASCAR has six different classes of racing. We have the NASCAR Cup Series. We all know that one. It's got the sponsors Xfinity, Anheuser-Busch, and Geico. We have the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, the ARCA Series, the ARCA Menard Series, ARCA Menard East, ARCA Menard West. Most of these series run parallel to one another. Instead of creating a whole separate place for drivers to run, why don't we take what we have and change the way it lays out? So, for example, the ARCA West. We can start the ARCA Series January 8th. So ARCA West runs January 8th through March 25th. So the first 3 months of the year, the first quarter, we have the ARCA Series. Now you're all thinking January racing, Phoenix, California. There's lots of tracks that we could go to. Cup Series starts like it normally does in February, runs through November 5th. Xfinity Series starts in February like it does, runs through November 4th. The Craftsman Truck Series starts January 22nd and ends in September, either late August, early September. So what this would do for us is during the first month or so of the Cup Series, we would have the ARCA West playoffs started. Because I mean, it's 11. They have 11 races, and we can do 12 and do like a 3-race playoff or something. Or we'll be rounding out the ARCA West Series once Cup and Xfinity get good and started. With having the Truck Series in September, right when the Cup and Xfinity playoffs are getting ready to start, you're wrapping up the Truck Series playoffs. Have the ARCA Series, kind of the ARCA, I would say it's almost like the Midwest, but the ARCA Series, have it run April through August, kind of in the summertime. Run Northeast, up north. ARCA East would run October through December. Now, what you can do with this is you have Xfinity and Cup wrapping up in early November. You have trucks wrapping up September. The truck playoffs are ending when Xfinity and Cup are starting. When Cup and Xfinity are ending, you're into the ARCA East Series. Now, there's the Florence race to the late models. There is that one's coming up, the big one, the Snowball Derby, that kind of thing coming up. You can work with those and do a double header or do something like that. Or you could have the ARCA East run the weekend before the Snowball, because you figure today's Wednesday, they started unloading going through tech today. So if you would have ran ARCA East on Sunday, Snowball starts on Wednesday, so you clear out, get Snowball people in there. How many drivers, maybe never been to Five Flag Speedway, might run an ARCA car the weekend before the Snowball just to get experience on the track? That way you're not running everything, all the series aren't running together. You just kind of separate it out. So you get drivers that like to run in different series. They can run in January and early February in the ARCA West. They can run in November and December in the ARCA East. Still do the Cup and Xfinity like they do. Then you're using the NASCAR brand across the entire calendar year. I will kind of put together a schedule for all this. I just haven't got that far yet. This news broke with the RTA and stuff yesterday. Been doing a little thinking about this and putting it together. Now, what I also like to see would be late model doing the same thing. Having 6 different, which I'm going to get into this in another video, but late model racing have 6 different regional and then a 12-race national late model series as well. But I think NASCAR could, obviously, meteorites is going to play a factor here, but this way you're keeping everything under the NASCAR umbrella. You literally have 12 months of NASCAR umbrella racing. It's a win-win, I think. But hey, I'd love to see what you guys' thoughts are. But that is, instead of the RTA doing their own thing, why not work together with NASCAR? NASCAR's been around 75 years. Let's build it up. let's not make this the IRL cart all over again. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports shot content.